The basic charts that Excel will produce for you automatically will need a little bit of work before they're ready to send out to clients or colleagues. If you want to format a chart, it can be very useful just to double click on each chart element and it will bring up the formatting sidebar for that chart element. Here are some steps that can help you improve the overall look and feel of your charts. So on the left, we've got an example of a good chart. You can see it's got a strong title, good colors, good scale, good axes, and clearly labeled data series. So let's show you how to do that quickly. We'll go through each of the steps to bring your traditional charts to one of these ones that's ready to be put into a report or into a PowerPoint presentation. All right, let's start with the title. Let's drop that title, because a stronger way to do that might be to, I'll just steal this text for now. Paste that here in this cell. Select all the cells that you want this to apply to and use Control-1 to format the cells and just change the alignment to center across selection. It's just slightly better than merging cells because merging cells kind of makes it difficult to move things around and to navigate around. But now that that's there, we need to increase the size. Let's increase the size. Let's make it bold. And we've got these cells selected. Let's change the cell color to this one or this one. And we just need to change the cell color, font color. Great. Now the title's done. What's next? Great. So we've got everything plotted on one axis at the moment, and these numbers are a lot lower than these numbers. So let's plot this on a secondary axis. So we're just going to change chart type. Let's make it a combo, and we'll keep these as line charts, revenue and costs. Let's make units sold a column chart. Here's the main thing. We need to put it on the secondary axis. So instead of it using these numbers for its scale, it's going to have its own set of numbers on the right. Cool. We're getting closer. Next thing is, I think this is too many numbers. It's taking my focus away, especially over here. So let's format axis. And here we've got our units, our major. Let's change that from 20 to 30. Now I like to aim to have around 4 to 5 lines or numbers here. So here now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is fine. And over here, it's already got this open. Instead of 50, let's use 100. Cool. And we're almost done, except for I don't like the look of these zeros. They don't add much value, so we'll go to number. And we're not going to select one of the existing ones. We're going to have to type in our own, which is... We cover number formatting later on, but this will work for now. That just means show a number just with that comma before the thousandth. Show negative numbers like this. And show a 0 blank. So what this means is show positive numbers like this. Be just like how we'd show a number normally. Show a negative number with this negative sign in front of it. And this third one after the second semicolon says, how do we want to show zeros? Let's just show them as a dash. And that should have been added. And now we can select that. Cool. So I think that actually got overridden, but you get the gist. Positive, negative, zeros. Cool, there we go. So we just had to select custom first. Great, so let's do that for this one over here. That custom one will be saved. Format axis, number, and it should be in our list of custom ones already. Cool.
we can take this legend and we can, right now it's kind of, we're having to make the chart a bit smaller to give space for this legend. So we can fit that in up here. And this allows us to expand our chart, which can look nice sometimes. Let's get that there. And we'll just make sure that this fits in when we do our finishing touches. Next, just looking at this bottom axis, things look okay except for these little marks. So we're gonna have to format how our axis is shown. I'm just scrolling down so that I can get this option in view. When I click on it, I'm gonna right click on it and say format axis. Otherwise it would have been off screen. Now, what do we want to tick? We want to see tick marks. None. Cool, that got rid of the tick marks. So that axis is almost ready to go, except for, by default, Excel will use gray, dark gray. So I like to change that to black to make it stand out. So I'm just going to do that 3 times. Pretty easy. Cool. All right, then we're going to reshape it. If you hold Alt, it will lock any objects or items. If you have a picture, a shape, or a chart, it'll lock it to a corner of 2 cells. So let's hold Alt and lock that one. And we just want to lock the other side as well. Great. And now I just don't like the colors. So let's match these ones over here. We're going to make that one kind of like a light blue. I mean, the one on the left might be this one, but you get the gist. Revenue, let's make that black. And the main thing here is that you want to do 2 things. Okay, so that's only changing with the line chart, it's a little bit harder. You got to right click on it and change the outline to black. And then here, change the outline to, let's go dark blue.